Buy you guys a drink? Guess not.
Patrick Swayze is
Dalton.
I thought you'd be bigger.
Opinions vary.
when he's around, anything can happen.
How does a guy like you end up a bouncer?
Just lucky, I guess.
And usually does.
If somebody gets in your face, I want you to be nice.
Don't be rude! Ask him to walk, but be nice. Help this gentleman to the door.
Until it's time to not be nice.
So says the fighting philosopher.
He may be hard to handle,
I keep talking, you're gonna go on thinking I'm a nice guy.
I know you're not a nice guy.
but he's easy to like.
What's the matter, Dalton? Don't you like women?
The worst I ever had was wonderful.
He's not what you'd expect,
I thought you'd be bigger.
but there's one thing you can count on. He's the best friend a good time ever had.
You guys tired?
Doc, I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead. This is my town.
I'm not afraid of him.
I guess you'll be having that fire sale now, all right? Got your hands full, kid.
I just think I'm looking at a dead man.
Patrick Swayze,
For that line of work, I thought you'd be bigger.
Gee, I've never heard that before.
Roadhouse.
How do I know you'll be good enough for my son?
Well,
You see, he enjoys the finer things in life, like his own.
Brandon, I thought you'd be bigger.
Thought you'd be bigger.
I swear, Sam Elliott does nothing but get older. Or not get older, but he looks the same as the older he gets.
Every woman in the world loves that man's voice.
Hell, I love
My
his
mama
voice.
said that man could eat crackers in her bed anytime.
Well, I bet you she said more than that about him.
No, that's all she's ever really said.
Okay.
But she loves Sam Elliott.
So, we're talking about Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Had a 41% on Tomato Meters, a 66% audience score. The Double Deuce is the meanest, loudest, and rowdiest bar south of the Mason-Dixon line, and Dalton has been hired to clean it up. He might not look like much, but the PhD-educated bouncer proves he's more than capable, busting the heads of troublemakers and turning the Roadhouse into a jumping hotspot. But Dalton's romance with the gorgeous Dr. Clay puts him on the bad side of cutthroat local big shot Brad Wesley.
Brad Wesley.
It is rated R. Directed by Rowdy Harrington. Produced by Joel Silver. Written by R. Lance Hill. R. Lance Hill? I don't know why they want to make sure that you know he's one of the writers because they put his name in twice. And Hillary Hinken. It was released in theaters on May 19th, 1989. It's 1 hour and 52 minutes long by MGM, UA Home Entertainment United Artists. With Patrick Swayze as Dalton, Kelly Lynch as Doc, Sam Elliott as Wade Garrett, Ben Gazzara as Brad Wesley, Marshall R. Teague as Jimmy, and Julie Michaels as Denise.
Oh, Jimmy.
So, now, do you think it deserved a score of 41% by the Tomato Meter or 66% by the audience score?
Hell no. I think it deserves higher on both parts.
It's a classic.
I literally love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
When the critics said it isn't just so bad it's good, in its own bad way, it's really good.
I don't understand. I mean, I guess the storyline's not the greatest. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I mean,
it's always got this. We hired a badass to come and help take care of the town, and he beat the bad guy.
Yeah.
more or less is the story.
Yeah.
And
But,
around that
there-
time, there was a lot of it.
Well, but the thing is, it's about a cooler, or AKA a bouncer.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of movies or anything about a bouncer or a cooler for that matter.
Yeah.
It's mainly all about, this dude gets this chick and they get married and then they have some kids or whatever, and it's happily ever after. This actually shows a bar scene, and you can relate if you're old enough to go to the bar. You can relate to how bars have gotten rowdy before, and like they said, south of the Mason-Dixon, this is just some good old country folks just at a bar having some drinks, and bad things happen, and they want to clean it up because they have people getting stabbed and killed in the bar. So it's just a down-home good movie.
Then you got somebody stealing money out of the cash register. You got somebody, you got a waitress selling drugs. You got another bouncer screwing chicks in the back room.
In the cooler.
Yeah, in the cooler. Yeah, so he came in and cleaned
now
it
you're
up.
permanently on break.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about coming back to work ever. Yeah. So now, does it hold up? Like, if it was a brand new movie and it came out right now, would it hold up?
I think it would.
Yeah, I think it would too.
I do. I think it would.
Yeah, I there's no doubt. I think it would hold up. Of course, it wouldn't have 80s clothes and 80s hairdos, but
Of course, change the looks around a little bit. Like you said, the clothing and stuff like that.
Well,
But
if anybody's watching the video right now, I think, Randy, you look great to be in the new Roadhouse in your little video right now.
I would do it. I would do it. I'd be a bouncer. Sorry, while we're doing this, I'm kind of cleaning a few things off of my fan here. It just wasn't keeping me clean.
Dude, it looks like you're cleaning the Roadhouse sign.
I am. See what I want to get it cleaned up. I'm trying to clean up the Double Deuce. But
So,
I don't think it deserved what it got.
yeah.
I think it deserved a higher score by far. I think it has I think it would hold up for today if they were to have made the movie. Now, you can't remake it and cast somebody else.
What's
because
funny?
I don't think it would be the same.
What's funny is Patrick Swayze played the younger type character. He wasn't young in the character wasn't young, but it was kind of like mid. But Sam Elliott played the older guy, and right now Patrick Swayze has passed, and Sam Elliott is still alive because he's going to last for freaking ever.
Sam Elliott's going to live until the rapture.
Yeah. He's going to be a skeleton, and, yeah. Nobody is going to care as long as he talks, so.
Yeah, as long. I mean, if they can just keep his voice in an AI,
Yeah.
all women will be happy.
They'll do it, because they've already got the AI out now.
Oh, I'm sure.
That can copy voices.
They've got one for, what's his name? Samuel Jackson.
No, you can actually sign on a website and talk, and then the AI you can actually type, and the AI will speak as you and sound just like you right now.
Oh, wow.
I'll give you the website.
Yeah, you'll have to.
You have to pay. I think you can do 6 voices free, but you're limited to what they can say, or how many words. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have like 6 different voices you can use. But
They have Samuel L. Jackson.
And they have like generic ones.
Oh.
But and it'll actually sound like somebody. It won't just talk in one voice and talk. Yeah,
Puts emotions.
it'll actually sound like they're putting emotions into it. So it sounds like a real human.
Well, that's neato bandito.
Yeah. So, Patrick Swayze. Let's talk about him. He's been in Dirty Dancing. And I had a screen pop up that shouldn't. Oh, and Ghost. Point Break. Yeah. So in case you didn't know who he was.
So in Next of Kin, I do believe.
Oh, yeah, that's talking about one that, I'm going to see what that one is. Because I bet you that one's low. I liked it.
Next of Kin is a great movie.
2018? No. There it is. 1989. Is 50% on tomato meter to 45% on. So on the tomato meter, it was higher, but the audience, it was lower on Next Who Can. But that could be something we can do in the future. So, but anyways, all right, we'll talk about Doc, Kelly Lynch. She was in, let's see, Drugstore Cowboy. She was Vivian Wood in Charlie's Angels.
She was in my dreams after I watched this movie when I was younger.
Mine too. And Virtuosity. Yeah. Anyways,
You know, there's a couple of people in the movie that have other, they're not big stars,
yeah.
but they've played in other movies as well as like co-stars or just kind of a secondary
Oh yeah.
stars and stuff like that.
Sam Elliott's played the Big Lebowski, the hero. A Star Is Born. He played the older brother. He does his own voice in Family Guy. Oh, I didn't know he did a voice in Robot Chicken.
He does, dude. He's been in so many movies.
Well, oh, see, voice. You think he's got a good voice?
There's one movie that you're forgetting in particular. That's the best movie ever made in this entire world that he was in.
Oh, he was in Ghost Rider.
That's not the one.
Tombstone.
Hey,
Oh, duh! Oh, only the best movie ever.
yeah, best movie ever made by far, hands down.
I did tell you
He was in Tombstone.
that the town I live in is at the very beginning of that movie, didn't I?
Yes.
I like to tell people that.
Yes, that movie is best.
Okay, and then
It is in the beginning of that movie. Now I got to go back and watch it again.
watch what movie? Beginning of what movie? What?
Tombstone.
Oh, you gotta go watch the town I live in.
Yeah, I got to go watch it again.
You're welcome.
So I
He
can catch
has started in 1967, and he was uncredited in something called The Way West.
the way it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't? Oh no, that was Wagons East.
He was in an episode of Gunsmoke, and yeah. All right, anyway, sorry. Now we'll go to Ben Gazzara that played Brad Wesley.
Brad Wesley.
Yep. Anatomy of a Murder, The Big Lebowski. Hey, there we go, Big Lebowski again. The Killing of a Chinese Bookie. Okay.
Killing Chinese bookies. They didn't do anything to you.
Well, they did something to him. I know I've seen him in other movies, but I'm looking through these and none of them look familiar at all. Oh my goodness. I guess The Big Lebowski is the only thing. Boy, he's done a lot of movies. I think he's done more movies than Sam Elliott. In TV, he started all the way back in 1952.
I was gonna say he's older than Sam Elliott as well.
Apparently. Wow. Let's see.
Sam Elliott just looks old in every movie he plays in.
So
His name was Virgil in Tombstone.
yeah. Now Norman Jeffrey Jeff Healy Oh, he died. 2008.
Jimmy?
Yep. Jeff.
Jimmy.
Who's Jimmy?
Huh?
It doesn't say Jimmy anywhere.
Oh, you're still talking. Okay, never mind. You're not talking about him.
I'm talking about the blind singer.
Yeah.
He lost his sight as a child due to a rare form of eye cancer. I was wondering if he was actually blind or not.
You could tell that I think he was.
Yeah.
Just by the, you can't act
well,
as good as he did about being blind.
The only reason, because sometimes people are really good at doing that.
Portraying a disability.
For
some sort.
They're not really blind, but they really look like they are. Some people can be good, and he's so good that he actually was.
Like Ben Affleck wasn't good at all in Daredevil.
Well, he can see though. He can see though.
Daredevil cannot see.
He can see sound.
Daredevil is blind.
Have you not seen the movie?
I have seen the movie.
Okay, well,
I didn't think it was that good.
I think it's all right.
It might be having the one we do next.
Oh, Terry Funk was in it. I didn't even.
Terry Funk was
Morgan.
He was the
Morgan. Who was Morgan?
He was the curly-headed. He had like a Jerry curl type hair, and he was
the bouncer dude. Oh,
yeah, that was there. That was in the Double Deuce original.
Oh, I was stupid. When he got fired, he goes, "What am I supposed to do?" He goes, "There's always barber college."
Yeah. I do have a quote of the movie that I want to say because I don't know if it's going to be in there or not, but it is one of my favorites in the movie.
Yeah, let me get to it first. Well, you want to do quotes now, buddy? Because I'm pretty much done with that.
I just remember one quote in particular when when they're all in there, everybody's having, they're all dancing. The bad guys come in or whatever, and Dalton tells them that it's closed.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, well, what are all these people doing? He says, drinking and having a good time. And he says, that's what we're here to do. And Dalton goes, you're too stupid to have a good time.
Yeah.
And the dude tries to kick him with the boot knife.
Yeah.
And he catches it and tears his boot off and throws it up. Yeah. Yeah. That's just my favorite quote. You're too my dad, my real dad used to say that all the time. This was his favorite movie, so this was kind of a bittersweet to be able to watch it because I watched it with my dad all the time, and that was his favorite quote from the movie. Is just "You're too stupid to have a good time." So I loved it. It was great.
All right. How about being called a cocksucker? Is it personal? No, it's two nouns combined to elicit a prescribed response. What if someone calls my mama a whore? Is she?
Is she?
I want you to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
Yes, that's my favorite. Just be nice. If you're having a hard time walking him out, get one of your buddies, and you be nice together.
And Sam Elliott says, "I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead."
I use that quite.
I still say
use
it
that a lot, and it came from him, from this movie. I use that. I still use that quite a bit.
I figured you say, "I used to fuck guys like you in prison." I figured that's what you said.
In prison?
I figured that's what you said.
Oh hell no! You want to fight, Dickless? Well, I sure as hell ain't gonna show you my dick.
Yeah, dude, I loved it.
Great movie. Great quotes. Just the quote. One of the biggest things, when a guy puts a gun to your head, you have two choices. You either die or you kill the motherfucker.
Yep.
And what did he do?
Yep.
Motherfucker didn't. Yeah, I'm not going to say for the people that ain't seen the movie that hopefully they'll go out and watch. I don't care what else you do. You have to watch this movie. If you listen to this podcast, please, please, please watch this movie. And if you do not like it, if you paid for it, I'll give you your money back. I will personally send you $3.99.
How long are you going to be in town? Not very long. That's what I said 25 years ago. Really? What happened? I got married to an ugly woman. Don't ever do that. Just takes the energy right out of you. She left me, though. Found somebody even uglier than she was. That's life. Who could explain it?
That's when he's talking to the old farmer that he gets the house from, that he rents the house from.
I thought it was the, it was the guy that he bought the car parts from.
It was Red.
Red, yeah.
It was Red. Yeah, you're right. It was Red
Yeah.
that owned the departments, the parts store.
Yeah.
Store. Yep. You're right. Oh, you killed all my men.
My way or the highway.
Pretty much. He did make a perfect bouncer-esque type of person to play the movie.
Yeah. I think he did. A lot of people thought he wasn't very good playing in the movie, but I thought he was
talking about.
Yeah. So, trivia. According to Kelly Lynch, whenever Bill Murray sees her sex scene with Patrick Swayze on television, he calls her husband Mitch Glazer to tease him about it. I'd be like, yeah, she made out with Patrick Swayze, so what?
Right?
Now, Patrick Swayze's fame caused problems during filming. A pickup truck containing a group of middle-aged blonde women attempted to drive right up to the star's trailer to meet the actor. During a big fight by the river, a raft of Swayze-loving ladies sailed by. A female extra playing a waitress was too busy staring at Swayze to watch where she was going and tripped, spilling all of her drinks on another extra.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know this. Due to a knee injury he sustained during filming, Patrick Swayze turned down the roles of Gabriel Cash in Tango and Cash and Mike Harrigan in Predator 2. He chose to make Ghost as his follow-up instead, as it was less physically strenuous role.
Yep.
The knee injury ended up being a blessing in disguise, as Ghost ended up being a big hit and received critical acclaim. Tango and Cash was a box office flop, as was Roadhouse. I don't agree with that part, but okay. Now, Patrick Swayze was trained by kickboxing champion action star Benny Urquidez, who also had a small cameo in the film. I did not know that. Patrick Swayze once commented during production he was not sure he would live through the making of this movie. Was it that? Was it that hard to make?
Could have been. I mean, there was a lot of fight scenes.
Now, Marshall R. Teague, Jimmy, initially didn't get along with Patrick Swayze, but while filming their big fight, both men quickly realized they shared a dedication. Oh, that's Jimmy. Okay. They shared a dedication to realistic stunts, which improved their relationship. They developed so much mutual trust that they improvised a lot and allowed each other to throw real punches and kicks. When Jimmy swings a log at Dalton, Teague mistakenly thought it was a breakable prop log. By the end, Swayze was covered in bruises and had 2 broken ribs and a busted knee. Oops. He hit him with a real log. Yeah. The film's original tagline referenced Patrick Swayze's success in Dirty Dancing. The dancing's over. Now it gets dirty.
There's some stuff about it that I did not know.
Oh, yeah? According to Sam Bailey, all the actors did their own stunts. They were all trained by Benny the Jet Urquidez, a holder of 9 black belts in 9 different disciplines. Urquidez believes so much in Patrick Swayze's abilities that he suggested Swayze become a competitive kickboxer. Oh, I wonder if he ever did do that.
Did you know Kelly Lynch wore padding for the love scene
Oh, really?
between Dalton and Doc
Uh-uh.
for protection because Patrick Swayze was slamming Kelly Lynch against the wall.
Oh, well, if my woman looked like that, I'd probably be slamming her against the wall, too.
Right?
Marshall Teague told the story that he took his mother to the premiere of the movie. When the fight against Dalton happens, and he says the line, "I used to fuck guys like you in prison," his mother jumped up and proudly shouted, "That's my boy!" Oh, that's something my dad would have done.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see
Yeah.
my dad actually doing that. Annette Bening was originally cast as Doc. She was replaced by Kelly Lynch, who was under contract to United Artists. Lynch claims that Bening was fired due to a lack of chemistry with Patrick Swayze. Now, Annette
Oh,
Bening.
here's one.
Oh, Annette Bening? Ugh.
In the UK, Roadhouse was given the 18 rating for its graphic, bloody violence, strong profanity, sexual content, and nudity, and mostly for Dalton ripping Jimmy's throat out, Brad Wesley getting shot multiple times, 39 uses of the F word, Denise's striptease, Dalton appearing nude in a few scenes, a man groping a woman's breast as part of a bet, and Steve performing sex on a beautiful woman, which he gets caught by Dalton. I mean, it was rated R in the United States, so UK rated it 18 and over, which I think is a little worse than rated R.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's almost X, I guess.
Now, what's the monster truck that was
Bigfoot.
driven? The monster truck that drives through the Ford dealership is Bigfoot 7, driven by former Vice President of Bigfoot 4x4, Jim Kramer. It cost $500,000. It was done in one take. Bigfoot had to be repainted after the scene and went on to crush cars throughout the country and the world.
See, I knew it was Bigfoot. I didn't know which number, but I knew it was Bigfoot.
I don't think you really had to know what number because there's a bunch of...
The fight between Dalton and Jimmy took 5 to 6 days to film.
Wow! Could you imagine going to fighting a guy 5 to 7 days?
I mean, no.
Sam Bailey claimed that this is for what he's recognized the most. Ironically, he almost turned it down because he thought it was too similar to his role in Mask, like the 1985 Mask, yeah. He was in The Mask? Or, I guess The Mask and Mask is two different movies, huh?
Yes. Mask is the movie that's got the guy it's got Cher in it, and the guy that has he's got the deformity on his face.
A teenager with a massive facial skull deformity and biker gang mother attempt to live as normal a life as possible under the circumstances.
That's a good movie. Great movie.
I don't think I've ever seen
good
that.
Movie. Good
Oh!
movie.
I've not seen this movie. Yeah.
It is a good movie.
Yeah. Well, the barn was built just for the movie, so...
Did you see where it says when Dalton, of course played by Patrick Swayze, first shows up at the Double Deuce, he stands at the end of the bar next to a post, and on the post is carved Buddy's Corner.
Oh,
Buddy
yeah,
was
I read
Patrick
that, yeah.
Swayze's nickname. I think that's pretty cool.
Patrick Swayze died of pancreatic cancer in 2009, and Ben Gazzara died of... Oh, they both died of pancreatic cancer. Swayze in 2009, Gazzara in 2012.
I didn't know that they used These Arms of Mine in both movies.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
This one?
Oh, yeah, they did that fight 71 times, yeah. Dang. The original cut of the movie was 3 hours and 20 minutes long. Some deleted scenes include Dalton making the other bouncers wear ballet outfits and dance as part of their training. And there was also still a still picture showing Dalton fighting with Ketchum, guy with knife boot, inside the Double Deuce in a different fight than the one in the film. And most of the Kathleen Willowitz scenes, who played Carrie Ann, were deleted. The theatrical trailer shows some deleted scenes. Dalton grabbing some guy by the mouth and telling him, "Don't be rude." Wade sitting on a couch drinking beer saying, "So says the fighting philosopher." Carrie Ann sitting in a car with Dalton asking him, "What's the matter, Dalton? Don't you like women?" And Dalton says, "Best I ever had was wonderful." Dalton saying, "I'm not afraid of him," in a scene where he talks with Doc before Emmett's house explodes. Wesley in the bar after Red's shop has exploded and before fight scene telling Dalton, Red and the others, "I guess you'll be having that fire sale now, huh, Red?" According to the director's commentary, some of the other sequences which got cut out because the movie was too long were a fight scene where Keith David, Ernie Basson, the Double Deuce bartender, is introduced, in which he arrives on Double Deuce with his girlfriend and gets into a fight with some rednecks, and then Dalton hires him to work as a bartender. That would have been cool. There were also a lot more scenes between him and Dalton. A scene where the sheriff of the town is introduced was also cut. Final showdown in Wesley's mansion originally had Dalton knocking out all of Wesley's henchmen on